once she got her degree, I convinced her to move to my part of the world. We got married, she got pregnant twice. In the end, Hope was our only child. Oh, they lost a baby. If it wasn't for this falling apart town and its part-time jobs, you wouldn't bring any money to this family. You should have gotten a degree. Dad? Yes, Pumpkin? Do you really wish you had a son instead of me? Doesn't look like a challenge. Remember your protocol. Don't make a mess. Try to bring her alive, if possible. She might be valuable. Yes, sir. We informed you that there is another asset operating in your area. Should your efforts fail, he will move in. Understood. We're counting on you. Thank you, sir. Okay, so it's Friday, 1743 at Bob's gas station. Almost everything I needed was at the cabin, but I had to pick a few things up. I decided to stop at Bob's. I didn't feel like roaming around the supermarket, and besides, it was the only place to buy gasoline in a 30-mile radius. He must get a lot of business then. I also like the owner, Bob. It wasn't his real name, but it's how he introduced himself. He told me his real name once, but I wasn't able to pronounce it correctly. Oh, okay. Maybe he's a foreigner? His shop was the only place where you could score proper booze. The temptation was firmly there. When I approached the door, I struggled with it. On one hand, alcohol would help me relax. On the other, I had to spend all my money. And I had little to begin with. For the trip? Oh, this is Bob? Oh, wow. He is handsome. Like you see any other faces in here. You'd be surprised. I doubt I'd ever seen as many new people during the last 2 weeks. How come? Beats me. Ever since they built the highway, there's almost no traffic around here, especially at this time of year. But hey, who am I to complain? The more customers, the more money comes in. Anyway, I guess, wait, is he happy about the highway or upset? Say he's getting more customers. Anyways, what brings you here? Offer a trip? Yep, I feel like I need some time off. Where's Hope? Isn't she coming with you? Not this time. That's a first. I thought you were going to teach her her survival skills. She seemed into it. I still do. It's just, well, I had a big fight with Natalie over it. Don't you want to talk about it? Or do you want to talk about it? Natalie gave me a lecture about kids and responsibility. She said Hope didn't want her to learn. She said Hope didn't want to learn about hunting. Well, Hope told you that too. It turned out to be true. Hope admitted it. I didn't know what to think of this all yet. So Jack probably feels really torn because not only did, from his point of view, it's like he wanted a son, but he got a daughter. He got a daughter instead, and she doesn't like to do like the hunting, and she doesn't want to hunt or learn, and I guess that's disappointing Jack, but he's kind of like taking it all out on his family, you know? I must admit, I see where they're coming from. Shooting prey wouldn't be my cup of tea either. What, you too? I guess this makes me the last barbarian in town. I like animals. They are living beings just like us. Instead of killing, I would rather protect them and admire their beauty. That's very true. I don't like hunting either. I wanted to become a vet once. Didn't work out though. I'm still paying off a painful loan for trying. Ha ha ha. Got that student debt. Student loan debt. Hunting isn't only about killing. It's about going back to your primal self. It's about tapping into your true instincts. It actually teaches you to respect nature. Well, maybe. It still ends with an animal dying. I believe you can have other kinds of strength. For example, Natalie seems to be pretty strong. Oh, he's talking about Natalie. And capable of providing for you guys, even though I doubt she's never shot an animal. Yeah, about that. Aren't you and Nat getting too familiar with each other? What do you mean? She told me you're her handyman. We already know. Oh, he's the handyman? I just wanted to do a good deed and help out a woman in need. A knight in shining armor. Where's your horse, Chief? Same place as yours. Ha ha ha. What can I get you? I'll have a lighter, some batteries, and a few of those energy bars. Oh, and a flashlight. Last one I had is dead. Do you have bandages? Sure thing. Great, I'll take one. It's safer to have some. Should I get you the usual order as well? Actually, I think I still have some left in my cabin, but buy more booze, don't buy booze. Well, he said it was the last little bit of money he had, right? I feel like we shouldn't be drinking if we're going to go shooting things, so we're not going to buy any booze. I think I'll pass this time around. Okay, so just a flashlight, a bandage, some batteries, and energy bars. Here you go. Here you are. Thanks, keep the change. Bob? Yeah? You said that there's different kinds of strength in the world. I think you're right. I think my daughter wants to have all of them. I want her to be ready for whatever life throws at her. Oh, and I want my daughter to have all of them. You're a good man, Jack. Your heart is in the right place. You need to find your way. Gotta do my best, I guess. Have a good one, man. Bye. Bye, Chief. Okay. I have everything I need. I intended to... This is a lot of reading to start off. I have everything I needed. I intended to go straight to the cabin, leaving all the worries behind for a while. I was looking forward to getting away from issues at home and focusing on something else. I was putting my supplies into my car. I noticed something strange. A young woman was scrolling down the roadside. At first, she caught my attention simply because she was coming from the outside the town. The longer I watched her, the stranger it seemed. She looked to be around her 30s, but she was dressed more like a teenager. Rude? I was pretty sure she wasn't from around the town either. I couldn't figure out what she was doing there all by herself. Her clothes didn't suggest she'd come for a hike. They were too thin for this time of year, and she wore heavy makeup. It was smudged here and there, as if she had run away from a bad party. I thought maybe her date went south and some guy threw her out of his car without warning. She looked confused, but strangely enough, she seemed happy at the time. I decided I might as well talk to her. I mean, wouldn't you be curious too? Not really. Let's be polite. Hello, miss. Hello. Angry? What? Why are we angry already? We didn't do anything. I'm not angry. My name is Jack. I'm Jane. Hi, Jane. Is everything all right? You look a bit lost. Well, I guess I am. Where am I? We're in Grayville. Oh, wow. I've never heard of it. Is it pretty? Look at her smile. Ugh. How? Aren't you a little, worried? How did you get here? I don't know. Really? Should I be worried? I have no idea. How come you don't know how you got here? I'd rather not say. It's embarrassing. You can tell me. I might be able to help you. To be honest, I have this condition. I sometimes forget things, like literally. What if it happens like literally, it's what happens if you live the way I do, which is, so sometimes I volunteer in the park. A test. Do you know what a test is? Not really. When a pharmaceutical company wants to introduce a new drug to the market, or a bunch of shrinks want to take a look into your subconscious, you sign those papers, swallow some pills, get examined, and get paid. Simple. Unless you die in the process. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Or you get invited to some random location. Oh, is she the girl we're playing as? I mean, no, not playing as. Is she the girl that was on the phone with the guy? Is this red lipstick lady with a cigarette? Jane? Or you get invited to a random location where they put you with some other people in a usual situation. Then they observe your behavior in groups and file some papers. Basically a part-time lab rat, haha. It doesn't explain how you got here. I walked for a couple of miles, then some random guy picked me up and dropped me here. Prior to that, what are you, a cop? I guess I was talking I guess I was taking part in a test. I think it got to do something with food. What was it about? I told you, I don't remember. Besides, you're asking way too many questions. Yeah, I know. But you're kind of answering them all, so. Is there someone we can call to ask to pick you up? That's another question. I guess we could call Jeff, but I doubt he would pick me up. Is he gonna ask, who's Jeff? Who's Jeff? My cat! Okay, it seems that you're doing fine. I'm hungry. I'll be going now. Ooh, what? Oh, she's hungry. Oh, you just want to act all smart and not supposed to just pay for your dinner? There is one thing you could help me with. Yes, I'm a little cold. I mean, give her your jacket. I mean, I wouldn't give a random stranger my jacket. Give her some money. I mean, we wouldn't even know this chick. Don't give her anything? I'm not gonna give her the money, but I guess I guess I can give her my jacket. Give her your jacket. There's a jacket in my car. Wait here. Here, you can have it. Thanks a lot. I'll borrow it for now. I'd like to send it back when I get home. I didn't think you were such a kind person, Jack. You remind me of someone. Of whom? I can't remember his name. He's a guy that worked at the science facility where they're testing some new medicine, and I volunteered. Is this the place where our daughter keeps going, this facility? Where they have aliens, maybe? I remember he kind of looked glum, like he was disappointed. Well, Jack is disappointed in a lot of things. He would stare at me through a glass window. I thought it was cute, as if he was too shy to speak. Anyways, could you give me... No! No! What are you doing? Don't give her your home address. I should not have done that. I should not have given her the jacket. Why would you do that? I thought it was going to give me an option to say, like, no. We should have given her nothing. Thanks. I'll send it back with some gifts. It's Jack. Listen, talk to Bob at the station down there. Ask him to fetch Hall Grifford for you, okay? He's the sheriff around here. He'll help you. Hall Grifford, got it. Gosh, I'm so hungry. I need to eat something. You'll figure something out. Sure. See you around, Joe. As I watched her walk away, I was pretty sure I'd never see that jacket again. Then again, I wouldn't be myself if I just left her like that. I mean, you gave her your address, dude. Now she can just show up and rob you in your sleep. Don't just give out your address to some random stranger. It was already getting late, and I still had a long way to go to reach my cabin. How many days are we going to be gone? You just gave some random person your home address, and you're leaving your wife and daughter for who knows how long hunting trips. A couple of days? I wasn't a big fan of driving after dark. I decided not to waste any more time. With my favorite band on speakers, I turned on the engine and hit the road. The route I had to take wasn't popular since the traffic moved up the highway. On one of the on the one hand, it was good for the town with less moving cars through. On the other, light traffic was bad for business, such as Bob's. It was a bad business. It was bad for business in general. If it hadn't been for the military base employees, the town would have dried out. A few miles out of town, I saw a woman. Oh boy. Oh no, this is our agent. She was leaning back against her car, smoking. She appeared relaxed, enjoying the moment. Seeing her in the middle of nowhere, chilling, gave me a funny feeling. Jack, why are you so interested in everyone else's lives? Can you just leave these people alone? What? She seemed to be... Why are you analyzing every person, especially all the women you come across? She seems to be okay with being by herself. I always thought I could use company like that. You thought you could use company that enjoys being by themselves. Really, Jack? Back then, I assumed she was just another solitary soul passing through, never to be seen again. I began to understand what Bob had talked about, seeing new people and all. For a second, I thought about stopping and enjoying a smoke with her. Don't! Listen, Jack, you are kind of creepy, okay? People don't just do this. It's not like it would be cheating or anything. Jack. Okay, Jack. Before I had a chance to make up my mind, I passed her and kept on driving. I had no idea what was coming for me. It took me forever to reach my father's land. I was tired. I didn't know why. For a second, I thought about the woman from the gas station. What was her name again? Jane? Weird one, that one. I never actually met somebody who got involved in various tests and experiments for a living. The forest had always been... Oh, we have a dog? Had always given me a sense of peace. My father had bought a large piece of land back when he was in his 20s. I wasn't sure what had been his idea for it, but since he was gone, the land belonged to me. If I had known any better, I would have started a plantation of some sort, or chopped down part of the trees and sold them to a higher bidder. But I knew that there was something else about this place, about that cabin. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I was drawn to it like a bee to a flower. 20 minutes later, I finally reached a cabin. Is this the whole game? Is this the whole game? Hidden deep in the woods, it was nearly out of reach. It was a place where I could cut off constant noise. It's exactly what I needed. The sun was going down already. I stopped in front of the door to enjoy the silence. That Jane must have been a junkie or a hooker, probably both. Well, you're assuming things, Jack. I might have made a mistake by giving her my... Yeah, you think? Okay, well, that is true. I don't know why you would... I mean, I gave her the jacket to be nice. You gave her your address. I didn't do that. So, yeah. There's no way she could have disappeared in Graveville out of nowhere. She probably had her pimp looking for her. Okay, Jack, you don't even know her story. And now she's got pimps? The sheriff would take care of her for sure. Wait, do we really have a dog in here? How is he not talking about the dog barking? I wanted to enjoy the forest tranquility, but I couldn't. A dog was barking somewhere in the distance. I thought it was just a stray mutt. After a few seconds, the barking stopped. I let out a heavy sigh and instantly felt... How do you feel the smell of wood? I instantly felt the similar smell of wood and old blankets. You felt the smell? Somewhere else. Ooh, this is Jane. We're bleeding? Oh boy. What did we do? Are we sick? Ew, what is that? A tracking device? So it's been about 2 hours inside the cabin. The first thing I did was find some matches and build a fire. Okay. It was a long time since I had stayed at the cabin. The air inside had gone stale. The furniture was covered in a thick dust. Judging by the smell, the fungus had crept in somewhere. It felt like home. I didn't have enough energy to take care of it. As soon as I got inside, all my wariness caught up with me. I tossed my bag into the bed and sat down beside it. A worn-out wood creaked under my weight. I thought that I'd finally have a chance to relax. I was wrong. As soon as I sat down, my phone started to ring. The usual cheery ringtone was now almost painful to listen to. I remember the times when you needed to walk around the house to get a signal. Now those bloody things can catch up with you, even in the middle of nowhere. I reached down for my phone and checked the screen. There was a single name on it, Natalie. Right, I was supposed to call her. Was it already time for an aftermatch? I can't say I was ready, but I couldn't simply ignore her either. Yeah, pick it up. Let her know, at least let her know that you're safe and you made it. Natalie, hi Jack, how was the road? It was fine. I just got settled. Listen, about earlier. I think all has been said, Jack. Can you please, just for a second, stop pretending like you know it all? Oh, okay. You were right. I'm not over what happened to us, but all I wanted for was Hope to be happy. I wanted to spend more time with her. That's why I suggested we go for a hunt together. Did it even cross your mind to actually think about what she likes? Nat, the kid is 11. She doesn't know what she's into. I could give her a hammer and a bag of nails, and she'd be into carpentry. She's just a kid. It's up to us to show her the options. I think you're underestimating her. She isn't a small kid anymore. You said it yourself. Well, I think you're overestimating her. Well, is that such a bad thing? I mean, I guess we're in a pickle here, aren't we? I guess we are. I mean, Jack is kind of saying, like, if she doesn't learn how to hunt and set bear traps or whatever, that she's gonna, you know, not be strong or powerful on her own, which is not true. You know, and she said she doesn't like hunting. So for him to say that she's only 11 and she doesn't know what she likes, she obviously doesn't like hunting, and that's what she just told you. I can't stay mad at you, Jack, even if you hurt me to the core. I'll make it up to you, Nat. Anyways, the hospital just called. Apparently, they got some hard junkie case over there. I need to take a nighter and put Hope to sleep early. Is she going to be okay? Yeah, don't worry. I asked Hal to check on her later. He said it's fine. When Hope's out, she's out for good. Speaking of the little devil, she wants to talk to you. Hold on. So we're going to leave Hope by herself overnight? Hi, Dad. Hi, sweetie. Mom said there was something on your mind? Yes, I was thinking very hard about hunting, and I came up with a great idea. Listen, I'm all ears. What if instead of shooting animals, we catch them? We could later bring them home and tame them in the backyard. I would take good care of them, Anne. Hope, sweetie? No, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, Hope. It was an awful lot. Well, your answers aren't any better. You need to uplift her dreams. You know, she doesn't know that's irrational. It was an awful lie. But yet, we also didn't want to hurt her feelings anymore after she heard you say you wanted a son. I know, but hearing how proud she was of her idea, I simply couldn't bring myself to tell her. Sadly, I'd always been a poor liar. Oh, what? That didn't matter? You don't have to sound convincing, Dad. Well, we can't just tame wild animals. They're much happier in the wild. That's where they belong. Then maybe we could get a dog? Maybe we can get a dog. Dogs are great. I'm down with Hope for that one. I always wanted one. The dog can protect me and Mom if something scary happens, and he can be my best friend. Hope, we've talked about it already. A dog has a huge responsibility, and with me and Mom working, we wouldn't be able to take care of it properly. I could take care of it myself. Maybe this way Mom could come on a trip with us. She wouldn't be so scared of the forest if there was a big dog next to her, right? We'll talk about it when I get back. But Dad, anyways, I heard you'd be staying alone tonight. No scary movies, okay? Okay, nothing scary, I promise. Don't tell Mom, but I'll be watching Princess Dragon. Princess Dragon? Aren't you a bit too old for a fairy tale? It's my favorite movie. How do you know it's a fairy tale if you've never seen it? Well, there you go, Jack. Assuming Jack. Look at Hope's face. I asked you to watch it with me once, remember? You never did. You always do things. We only do things you want to do. I'm sorry. I've been busy, okay? Yeah, it's because you're always sitting in your shed with your monster car, or you're out somewhere far without me. Have fun by yourself, Dad. She hung up on me. That was a first, and it wasn't a proper way to act for a child. I realized I never noticed how quickly she became like her mother. She was all Natalie, all right. For a moment, I just sat there, staring blankly at the screen of my phone. As soon as I had nothing to really focus on, all the thoughts I had been trying to suppress throughout the day started to come up. Thoughts about Natalie, thoughts about Hope, too scared to tell me what she didn't... Oh my God. Too scared to tell me that she didn't want to spend time with me the way I thought she wanted. Tears in her eyes when she asked if I'd rather have a son. And the discussion we just had, I knew I would need to face these things eventually, but not at the moment. But then, back then, I just wanted to rest. Was it too much to ask for? With a heavy heart, I got up and started searching for my loyal companion. I found her lying behind the bed waiting for me. My beloved gold and blended whiskey bottle? Oh, that's your friend. If I had known that so many thoughts would catch up with me, I would have brought an extra one when Bob had suggested so. No, we don't need booze, okay? The bottle felt heavy in my hand, full of golden liquid. I looked down on the label, only to notice something unexpected. Hey, look, old man. Isn't it your favorite brand? The bottle? These days, though, thoughts about my father rarely crossed my mind, so when I saw the label, I couldn't help but smile. How many times have we drunk together? Twice? Once for my 21st birthday, and once again when I came back to take care of you. You promised to drink with me again when my first child was born. Your time ran out, old man. I don't know why we're having a conversation with this whiskey bottle, but Jack, we just got here. You can't have like cabin fever. Is that a thing? Cabin fever? Already. I knew that if I took a sip, this conversation would go south. That's why I decided to... Wait, is he talking to his ghost father? Wait, we're talking to the whiskey bottle and my dad? I mean... The conversation would go south? With who? With himself? He's talking to a whiskey bottle. Let's... I don't know. Cause, like, see, the thing is, what if we drink and then we're intoxicated when something happens to us and we can't think straight or, like, run or something? We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna just go to sleep. We're going to play it safe, and we're going to go to sleep. That was too much excitement for one day. I didn't feel like indulging myself in a drunken trip. There you go. Down memory lane any longer. Besides, I was looking forward to some quiet time next day. I put the bottle away and dozed off. Okay, good, good. Reporting in. What's the status? She's on the move again. I found her tracking. Oh, so they're chasing Jane. The lady by her car was chasing Jane. I found her tracking device. It looks like she ripped it away with her own teeth. I've spoken with a guy who saw her at the local gas station. That's Bob. She seems to got tangled up with the local authorities. Nothing I can't handle. This better not influence your schedule. It won't, sir. Good. You have 24 hours to contain the situation. Keep a low profile. Yes, sir. An additional asset has been involved, by the way. Once your target is contained, we will have another task for you. Understood.